students. How are you all? Hope you're all doing well, staying home and staying safe. Today we are going to see English grammar, 16th chapter, adverbs, degrees of comparison. A familiar title for us, degrees of comparison. We have already studied in the last term. But only difference is that was adjectives and this is adverbs. Few differences are there, but it is easy for us to do because already we have studied what is degrees of comparison, what are the 3 degrees, okay? It is a small chapter. Shall we begin the class? Yes, before that, silent prayer. Join your hands, close your eyes. Children, take your grammar text, page number 72. Before that, let me ask you, did you finish your homeworks? I am sending the answer keys through the WhatsApp. On the same day itself, you have to check the answers. If anything has gone wrong, correct then and there. Okay, don't keep it for the last minute. Sincere in your duties. Shall we begin the class? Yes. Degrees of comparison. What are the 3 degrees? Positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Don't make mistakes in the spellings. What is the spelling for positive? P-O-S-I-T-I-V-E, positive. Comparative, C-O-M-P-A-R-A-T-I-V-E, comparative. Superlative, super you won't make mistake, S-U-P-E-R-L-A-T-I-V-E, superlative. When you write the spelling for super, S-U-P-E-R, only one P. If you write P-P-E-R, super, that is not super, it will become supper. S-U-P-P-E-R, it means dinner. Okay? So that's why we are very much particular in writing the spellings. Even a letter, if there is some change, then the meaning itself will be changed. In English, only 26 letters are there. Petrol, you know the spelling for petrol, P-E-T-R-O-L. But if you write P-E-T-R-E-L, then it becomes a bird. It is the name of a bird. Petrol is a small bird. Parent, P-A-R-E-N-T, parent. If you write patent, P-A-T-E-N-T, entirely the meaning is different. It means document. Alright? Whenever we go for some exams, there will be 10 or 15 marks for vocabulary test, spellings test. So when you learn those spellings, you have to be sincere in learning. You have to be very much vigilant in learning all the spellings. You have to cultivate this habit in this year. Okay, children, positive, comparative and superlative. These are the 3 degrees. When do we use positive degree? That's my next question. When do we use positive degree? We use positive degree when we do not compare. Okay, when we do not compare with anything, when we talk about something, some noun, person, thing, place, whatever it may be, when I do not compare one place with another, one thing with another, or one person with another, if I do not do any comparison, then the sentence is said to be in positive degree. Second one, comparative. The term itself says that it is compared. When I compare 2 things, 2 persons, or 2 places, or 2 nouns. Nouns means you know, name of a person, place or a thing and everything. No? Name of something. When I compare 2 things, then it is said to be in comparative degree. Last one, superlative. When do we use it? Yes, when we compare more than 2. It may be 1,000, it may be million or billion. Okay, when I compare something, when I compare more than 2, then it is said to be in superlative degree. Shall we go through the examples? Yes. In the textbook, you have 3 examples. John runs fast. Peter runs faster than John. Third one, Jeff can run fastest of all. You can see first one, first example. John runs fast. It is a simple sentence. It is not compared with any other person. John, the name John is not, the person John is not compared with any other person. So it is in positive degree, fast. Second example, did you find any difference? Yes. It is compared between two persons. One is Peter and another one is John. Two persons. Third one, Jeff runs fastest of all. All means maybe we cannot say the number. Maybe 10 or 100 or more than that. Jeff runs fastest of all. Jeff is compared but not with one person. He is compared with many other. Alright children. So don't forget, positive degree we don't compare. Comparative degree we compare between two. And superlative degree we compare with many. Okay. So don't forget, study the spellings properly. We have already learned the degrees of comparison. Yes. When we learned those examples also, we have come to know the terms. Fast, faster, fastest. We have used ER and EST. Faster is in comparative degree and fastest it is in superlative degree. We use ER and EST. But adverbs, already we have studied in the last chapter that many of the adverbs end with ly or ILY. We did one small exercise, exercise A. You can just turn the pages and see. Last chapter, that is 15th chapter, adverbs, place, manner and time. First exercise we did for adverbs. On the lower grades also you have studied. We use ly or ILY. Okay? There are three rules given in this chapter. We will see what are they. The comparative and superlative degrees of an adverb which does not end in ly or ILY are usually found by adding ER and EST. This is what we studied in these examples. When you see adverbs which do not end with ly or ILY, then you have to use ER and EST. This you have to keep in mind. We did not use ly in adjectives. You forget about adjectives, okay? That term is over. Now we have to concentrate on adverbs. So don't forget, first rule, when you see the adverbs without ly or ILY, then you have to use ER and EST. Fastly, fastlier, fastliest, there is no word. Fast, faster, fastest. Alright children? Hard, harder, hardest. It is not hardly here, there is no ly, it is just hard only. Okay? The word is hard. Hard, harder, hardest. Fast, faster, fastest. Are you all clear with this? Yes. When we don't use ly or ILY for the adverbs, in the degrees of comparison, we will be using ER and EST. Second rule. In the case of some adverbs, we have to use different words as the comparative and superlative forms. A list of some such adverbs is given below. What are they? 5 adverbs are given, which we have studied earlier. We'll go through it. Badly, worse, worst, well, better, best, much, more, most, little, less, least, far, farther, farthest. Another one word is also there, further, farthest. Both are correct. So these 5 adverbs you have to memorize because entirely it is different. Fast, faster, fastest, hard, harder, hardest. We just added ER and EST. But here if you see, entirely the terms are different. Badly, worse, worst. Well, better, best. Much, more, most. Little, less, least. Far, farther or further. Superlative degree, farthest or furthest. Alright children, now itself you have to finish learning. Pause the video and learn it. Hope you have finished learning and hope you are with me. Did you understand till this? Yes, you can go through the page now. You can read the page silently. If you cannot understand, you can replay the video. Okay, play the video again and see. Where do you feel little confused? Hope you are clear with this. Shall we move to the third rule? Yeah, before that, 3 examples are given in the next page. We'll see that. Salim sang well. Sagat. His brother sang better than Salim. Third one, Karim, their cousin, sang best of all. In the first rule, we saw that in the adverbs, we just added ER and EST. But in the second one, in the positive degree, we have used well, W-E-L-L. Okay? In the comparative and superlative, the terms are entirely different. Better, best. Third one, the comparative and superlative degrees of most adverbs are formed by using the adverbs more and most before the positive. Many of the adverbs are formed by adding ly. Those words we have to use more and most. Many of the adverbs we use more and most. For example, carefully, more carefully, most carefully. Ram read the letter carefully. John read the letter more carefully. I read it most carefully and found several errors in it. So we have used more and most. Shall we go through the rules again? Yes. What was the first rule? In the adverbs, we just added ER and EST. Many of the adverbs, entirely the forms are different for comparative and superlative. 5 adverbs are given. You have to memorize it. Okay. Third one, if it is ending with ly or ILY, then we have to use more and most. Are you all clear with this? Yes. Now you can just go through till this. Read it thoroughly. Positive, comparative and superlative. Just learn the spellings of it. Few have made mistakes in the spellings for second term. Okay, other than that everybody have written well, no problem. But still you have to be careful in writing the spellings. Don't be overconfident. Okay, whatever I have written, I have studied well. So if I write, it will be correct. You should not have that thought. Again and again, you have to check the answers. You have to recall the spellings. Alright, children. Hope you have finished reading. So shall we move to the exercise? Yes. Only one exercise is there. 15 sentences are there. Okay, very easy to find out. Pick out the adverbs from the following sentences and mention the degree of comparison in each case. We have to pick out the adverbs. We have to underline or circle, whatever it may be. Then you have to just mention the degree of comparison, whether it is positive or comparative or superlative. Okay. First one. The girl was sitting in a corner and weeping quietly. What is called weeping? Yes, crying. The girl, she was sitting in the corner and she was crying. Till that the sentence is over. How she was crying? She was crying very quietly. So quietly is the adverb. Underline it. Now tell me whether it is positive or comparative or superlative. Whether the girl is compared with anybody? No, she is not compared with anybody. So what's the answer? Positive. Yes. Write as P. That's enough. Second one. The sooner we finish our work, the earlier we can go home. The sooner we finish our work, the earlier we can go home. If we finish our work soon, we can go home early. Okay, it is compared. If we finish this, we can go. This sentence can be break into two. We have to finish our work soon. Otherwise, we have to go home early. But it is compared. No? So what's the answer? Which are the adverbs here? The first one is sooner. Second one is earlier. These are the adverbs. Which are the verbs? In the first half, yes, finish is the verb. Second sentence, go is the verb. And very easy to find out because sooner, ER is there, earlier ER is there. Okay, comparative. Underline those words and write comparative, C. They have not asked which is the verb, only just for you to make understand I am picking out the verbs also. Don't underline the verbs. Okay, only adverbs you have to underline and write whether it is positive or comparative or superlative. Third one, Rahul did better in English than in mathematics in the examination. Two subjects are compared. Rahul has written 2 exams, English and Maths. He did better in English than in Maths. Comparative degree. Which is the adverb? Better. Well, better, best. Better, underline the word better and write comparative. When you do the exercise also, you have to see which is the verb. Okay, how the sentence is formed. Whether it is compared, you have to see. Only then you can do the sentences. Fourth one, They stayed longer at that place than they had planned. Very easily we have to say that this is comparative degree because the word than is there. T-H-A-N. Okay. Longer is the adverb. Which is the verb? Stayed is the verb. How did they stay? How far did they stay? They stayed longer. Underline the word longer and write which degree is it? Comparative degree. Yes. In the third sentence, which was the verb? Rahul did better. Which was the verb there? We did not discuss which is the verb. Yes, did is the verb. Do, did, done. Very good. Those who have guessed. Fifth one, this map has been drawn most carefully and shows the course of the river correctly. Most carefully. By the word most carefully, it is understood that it is superlative. So underline the word most carefully. Both together you can underline. And shows the course of the river correctly. Correctly is also an adverb. You have to underline that. But is it superlative? No. Is it comparative? No. Then what degree is it? Yes, positive degree, P. It is not compared. We are talking about one map. The map has been drawn most carefully and shows. In social you have studied. The map shows all the rivers, lakes, countries, continents. And this map shows the course of the river correctly. Where it flows, it is shown correctly in the map. We don't compare with one river with another river or map with another map. Okay. Sixth one, Rita gets up early in the morning. Rita gets up early in the morning. Early is an adverb. Simple sentence. Underline it and write positive. Seventh one, the judge was highly respected for his wisdom. Here also one judge, he is not compared or he is not compared with more than two or more than one. Highly, the word, underline the word highly, adverb and write positive, P. Eighth one, John came home after Jeff left. Eighth one, soon you can underline and write positive. Soon, sooner, soonest. Came is the verb there. John came soon. He came immediately after Jeff left. Ninth one, Robin has worked hard and should be suitably rewarded. Two adverbs are there. Which are the adverbs? Okay, tell me which are the verbs. First one is worked. Second one is rewarded. That is these are the verbs. Which are the adverbs? Hard. Next one, suitably. Very good. Underline both and write which degree is it? Positive degree. 10th one, Tom finished the work more quickly than we had expected. Tom finished the work more quickly than we had expected. The word than is there, so it is easy. Which is the adverb? Quickly is the adverb. Underline and write comparative, C. So last 5 you can do as homework. The teacher told Shreya you should never come late to class. Which is the adverb? Now actually you can finish it. 12th one, Sujan listened most carefully but could not make out what the speaker was saying. 13th one, the fairy touched the sleeping girl most gently with her wand. What is called wand? That magic stick is called wand. 14th one, it snowed heavily during the night and the temperature dropped sharply. 15th one, the soldiers fought most bravely and refused to surrender. Very easy sentences, no? And no difficulty in this. Just you have to underline the adverbs and mention the degree of comparison. I have mentioned the verbs also. Don't underline that. Just to see the connection with the verb and adverb. What is called a verb? Verb is an action word. What is called adverb? Adverb means the word which describes, which tells something about the verb. Okay, that is called adverb. Only if the verb is there, then adverb will be there. Do your homeworks very regularly. If you have any confusion or any doubts, you can ask me through live session. Okay? Live session, please come on time. Many are joining in between. Attendance will be marked. Okay? Don't leave it. We can understand how many minutes you are present. Don't leave the meeting without any reasons. Net issues are there, we can understand. And many, when I ask you to make your video on, you are not enabling your video. Only 45 minutes we have class. So you have to make use of that time. Come on time. Okay? Be in full uniform. Attend it regularly as if in school. Thank you, children. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.